Hi, everyone. What functions are invertible? What functions have inverse functions? One-to-one functions. These are functions whose graphs will pass both the VLT, because they're functions, and also the HLT, because they're one-to-one functions. We love these kinds of functions. So for example, here's a one-to-one function, the cubing function. Well, how do you graph y equals x cubed? It's that rising snake. The cubing function is a function. The graph passes the VLT, but because it's a one-to-one function, it also passes the HLT, the horizontal line test. So because of that, it's a one-to-one function. That means it has an inverse function. And what is its inverse function? What undoes taking the cube of something? Taking its cube root. F inverse of x would be the cube root of x. The domain and range would be R in both cases. So for example, F takes in 2, takes the cube of 2. The result is 8. F inverse takes in 8, takes the cube root of 8, and gets back 2. It's a perfect loop-to-loop. And this is true for any real number, here or here. You get a good loop-to-loop. Now, the cubing function and the cube root function, which, by the way, is this guy over here, y equals x to the 1/3. In blue, that's the cube root function. That also passes the VLT and the HLT. These are both one-to-one and invertible functions. Now, notice here I started with the cubing function and the cube root function. What about squaring and taking a square root? Again, believe it or not, the odd cases are much easier than the even cases. We're going to talk about the squaring function next time. The squaring function is not one-to-one.